Now, most of us have heard of Elizabethan adventurers like Sir Francis Drake or Sir Walter Raleigh. But on the 29th of August 1583, another Tudor mariner met a tragic end. And he's one whose name is barely remembered. His name was Maurice Browne, and he was a courtier, an adventurer, and a captain who joined Sir Humphrey Gilbert on a doomed voyage of exploration. I'm Claire Ridgway, historian and author, and welcome to my channel where I dive into the fascinating and often overlooked stories of the Tudor era. Let me tell you more about this little-known Tudor adventurer. Maurice Browne was born in 1555 or 1556, the son of London merchant John Browne and his third wife, Christian Carket. After his father's death in 1570, arrangements were made for his education, and he went on to study at Pembroke College in Cambridge. By 1576, Browne had begun working for Sir Thomas Smith, and by 1580 he was serving none other than Sir Francis Walsingham, Elizabeth I's spymaster. He even acted as an agent for John Tyne of Longleat, reporting the latest goings-on at court and offering advice on possible patrons. Sir Browne was already well connected in political and courtly circles. But he also had the spirit of an adventurer. In 1581 he travelled to the Azores, most likely at Walsingham's request, to support Don Antonio's claim to the Portuguese crown, a reminder that Tudor politics and overseas ventures were always closely linked. Then, in June 1583, Browne joined Sir Humphrey Gilbert on an expedition to establish a colony in North America. Gilbert promised riches, and Walsingham encouraged Browne to go, not least because Browne could report back on the colony directly to the Queen. The fleet set sail with 5 ships: the Delight, the bark Raleigh, the Golden Hind, the Swallow, and the Squirrel. Browne first captained the Swallow, but later took charge of the Delight. On the 5th of August 1583, Gilbert landed at St John's Harbour in Newfoundland, and in true Tudor style claimed it for Queen Elizabeth I, along with all the land within 200 leagues of the harbour. But triumph soon turned to disaster. On the 20th of August, Gilbert and his ships set sail southwards along the coast. Then, on the morning of the 29th of August, catastrophe struck. The Delight, with Browne at her helm, ran aground near Sable Island. The crew had not kept proper watch during the night, and the wind drove them straight into danger. Only 16 men managed to escape in a small boat. Maurice Browne had the chance to take a place among them, but he refused. Instead, he stayed with his ship and went down with her. Just 11 days later, Sir Humphrey Gilbert himself was lost at sea when his little ship, the Squirrel, was engulfed by a storm near the Azores as the fleet attempted to return home. And so this ambitious expedition, meant to bring glory and riches, ended in tragedy, claiming the lives of its leader and one of its most loyal captains, Maurice Browne. Thank you so much for joining me to remember this Tudor adventurer. If you enjoy exploring the forgotten corners of Tudor history, please do subscribe to my channel and click the bell so you don't miss my future videos. And if you'd like to support my work and get even more Tudor history content, consider becoming a channel member. I'd love to have you join my little community.